Take a second, take a listen. Oh yeah. Think the same, but we so different. Oh yeah. Just hear me out. You about to get a little one.
That's how we doing shit. Because I'm like, why do I have a notebook? And you know what? I'm gonna start writing my notes, my questions, or whatever.
You won't go digital, so I want you to stop lying to yourself.
I'm gonna try it.
You're not gonna go digital. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna try it. Notes. How do I do a new note on my computer?
Maybe you should have looked that up first.
New note.
You know who this?
Reese. There we go. Okay. Are we on? Are we ready?
Mm-hmm. We're ready. You want to bring us in, friend?
Good morning.
Hey, guys.
Good morning.
No, not yet. This us.
Okay.
You gotta give us the intro and then
okay.
we'll bring you in.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You ready?
Don't make us meet your mind.
Bring it back.
Okay. Once again.
Good morning.
Hey guys, it's your boy Ramont.
And I'm Reese. Welcome back to another episode of A Little R&R Podcast. We are here with a new episode with a new friend.
What's up?
Someone. I see how this is gonna go. You just gonna jump in when you want to jump in.
Right.
I'm here. What's up?
Okay, so we brought in a friend Q.
Yes, we did.
And we're here. But before we get all into the conversation of why you're here, I just want to ask a question. So we're in 2022.
Okay.
At what point do we stop saying Happy New Year?
It depends on the last time you saw that person.
Okay.
That's how I go.
Right.
And then of course in February I probably just stop altogether.
I'm done.
I can agree.
I'm over it.
In February I can probably stop altogether.
I'm done now.
You done now?
I'm over. I'm so every
It
time.
depends on the last time I saw you.
I know, but I mean, so this is my thing. This is my mentality, right? The New Year started at the same time for me, you, and you. We want to wish everybody a happy New Year, everyone.
Take this as my Happy New Year for everybody.
Leave me alone. Happy New Year. So how much? I'm so tired. I went to eat. I went to an event and I was home by 12:30. That's what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like I'm tired of having the conversation.
Damn, friend.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Like
Happy New Year.
I don't know. Is that annoying?
No.
Well, maybe it's just me.
It's like saying hello.
Mm-mm.
To me, it is.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that for me, I'm just like, okay, a regular greeting, yes. But I think like after...
How often should someone tell you happy birthday within days of your birthday? Or after your birthday? Because technically on the 12th is no longer your birthday, so I shouldn't feel obligated to say happy birthday to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because if you didn't reach out to me on the 11th, then there's a problem. No. So honestly and sincerely, I think that I get your point, and it makes sense. If you see me or we interact after my birthday, you're like, oh, happy belated birthday.
Do you say happy belated New Year?
No. That's what I'm saying. Just let it go. You know it's here. Like for me...
Let's make that a thing. Happy belated New Year.
I don't want to do
I'm
happy New Year.
trying.
I don't even want to do happy New Year.
I'm trying.
So how... Do we talk about New Year's?
No, we'll talk about it.
It was good. It was really good. I didn't think I was going to go out.
Oh, you
I
went
said
out?
I wasn't going to go out, but I went out.
Okay.
Where'd you go?
I went out with my best friend. We had like some drinks, fun games, and then we went out to a club.
So it was like a kickback?
Mhm.
Finish it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
It was nice. It was real nice. I had fun. I had a really good time. And a pajama party too. I forgot about that. I was drunk, so.
Oh.
I mean,
What you
take it
wear?
right on the drink.
What you wear?
It was last minute, so I looked a mess. I'm not gonna lie. I had on a do-rag.
What's your urban?
What
Was
else
it the
I
new
had
one?
on?
Wait, okay.
A robe and a t-shirt and just like some regular pants. Like,
Okay, so can we talk about this? Because, I don't have hair, so I don't wear a do-rag. Both of you guys... Well, you have hair, right?
my hair is thinning, so I'm on the bald side.
Oh, okay. Welcome.
Right now, yeah.
Welcome. But these new do-rags, these new long. What is the point? The ones that are super long.
Fashion.
Is that fashion? though?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, a do-rag is one of those things. We had this conversation on one of our older episodes about how a do-rag is not or should not be worn. Well, not should not. I don't prefer that someone wear a do-rag like as an accessory.
Just like girls wear bonnets outside.
Right.
Yeah.
So we had that conversation when it came to the bonnets and do-rags. However, they're making do-rags part of fashion now. So you're like, that's why they're long, they're velvet, they come in colors. They're not just the regular black silk, silkish do-rags that people used to wear back in the day.
Do you
so
you
now
got one?
no.
Oh, okay.
Because I just wear mine for sleep or just to put my waves in my hair.
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean? But people, they're like now part of outfits.
Okay. And that's what
It's
I'm
a
saying.
look.
So is it functional? Like, is it actually doing what a do-rag should do, or is it just for
It's for
fashion?
the look, because you can be completely bald and have that
Still
do-rag
wear
on
it.
for the look.
That's me.
Yeah.
I do it too.
It's a look.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go out today with a do-rag.
I mean, and that's why like they're
Yeah.
doing like the bonnets, like they're starting to come out with like designs in different ways. Wait, what I meant?
I said you have a do-rag for me to wear.
Who are you talking to me?
Yeah.
They're just black. Like I don't have a color or the velvet
I
ones.
thought you had some color ones.
We don't stop by that.
No, because I wouldn't spend my money on it because I wouldn't use them for the purpose in which they're being used for.
Okay.
So
I just
I got all colors.
Do you?
I do. I love do-rags. I don't wear them a lot though, but when I feel cute and I want to get on the phone and just like
on the phone.
yeah,
FaceTime?
just pull up, you know what I'm saying? FaceTime, I put my little do-rag on my head.
Oh, well that's a new one.
But it's fashion.
It's my little safety net for me, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's going on? Like anything new and exciting?
New and exciting? No. I don't know.
No.
Dang.
I know, right? I mean, we're only 9 days. How many days in? We're only 9 days into the new year, so I don't have anything new and exciting just yet.
I'm trying to think.
You have a birthday coming up.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting.
That
What
is
you doing?
exciting.
I don't have. So
No.
this year,
I was waiting.
He can't
I
do
was
no-
waiting for you
no,
to say you had
he
some
can't
plans,
do
so I was
nothing.
like,
I don't have any plans. So last year, I went home.
Mhm.
I know our listeners are probably like, we heard. But Q probably did listen to the episode. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No,
I listened to a couple of them.
last year I went home and saw my mother. So I spent my birthday with my mother. I came back and my friends did a surprise party for me. And Ramont aggressively advised me that this year I needed to coordinate with my special someone to have them do something for me or nothing was happening. So I'm dating, but I don't think anything's happening. So it's cool.
And did you take any offense to that? You know I don't mean that.
No, I didn't. No, I wasn't offended.
Oh, okay.
But I do honestly feel like, because me and Q, the female Q, we had a conversation, and she's like, "What do you want?" I was like, "I don't really like. There's not anything. I feel like I've done everything in the last few years. We've done the surprise brunch. We've done brunch. We've done the hoodie party. We've done.
We've got dressed up.
Wasn't for my birthday.
Yes, we did.
Where were you
At your
at?
dinner.
No, sure.
Oh yeah, for my 40th. Yeah. We did dressed up semi because it. For y'all that know, Ramont is a suit and tie. Well, I don't know if you need to.
You had on a suit.
Right, but Ramont like makes us dress up.
I do.
Like for me, it was just like it's my
Black
40th.
men look good in suits.
We do.
Yes, I love the suit.
We do.
Black men look good in suits.
We do. I agree. So I'm not.
And I know you
mad.
do.
I don't like suits. I think we look at. I think even when I put it on, I'm like, okay. Like for your birthday, I was like, okay, I look. But I'm just like, I feel like constricted. I feel so constricted sometimes. I just feel like,
Just take the jacket off. You'll be all right.
I mean,
Like at Moriarty's when you wore the orange, that was very cheap.
I enjoyed myself,
Right.
but I was able to know I didn't wear a tie.
You did.
So I feel like that's. I mean, that's.
I think as long as we put on a suit, but can you do a bow tie? I can do a bow tie.
I can do a bow tie. Speaking of, I gotta give you all your bow ties back.
Do you have my bow
I have
ties?
a bunch of bow ties.
Mm.
Remember when I was filming? Anyways, just use the trigger. Okay, so
We didn't even introduce. This is the problem when we have our friends on, because we just go into conversation. Don't nobody know.
I'm
Don't
just
nobody
like-
know who he is. Nothing.
oh, I thought we did kind of introduce.
No, you like before we get there.
Okay, we'll get there now. That's Ramont's subtle way of letting me know that we're there.
Because Reese will go off on a whole tangent.
Oh,
And I'm like, Reese, you forgot this point here.
I gotta work on our intro. We're coming to you live and direct from
It's too late now, bro. It's too late. Because you didn't want to do it. And I looked at you, I said, okay, he's going to do it. Then I was like, no, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
Well, at least y'all catch each
Look.
other. That's good.
I wanted us to have it pre-recorded, but Reese told me no. He wants to do it. He wanted to do it each and every time.
Yeah.
But now I don't do it.
Now he'll do it. And I say, if you're okay with the consistency of being inconsistent of doing the intro,
It's still consistent, right? You see what I put in my notes, right?
What'd you
To work on my intro.
to work
Intro.
Triggers. Okay, so introduce yourself. Well, how do we?
Well, this is our friend Q.
What's up?
Q, tell us a little bit about yourself. You have a podcast, so let's go ahead and plug that itself, and then we'll talk about how long we've known you, where we met,
And why you here?
Why you here.
You know why I'm here.
We know why you're here,
But they don't know why you're
so
here.
So the thing, let me just throw this in there real quick. People always want to come. Well, not always. We're their bitches, but people want to come on and they're like, I just want to talk about anything.
Mm-hmm.
We bring people on to talk about things that are specific to them. They have the knowledge and or experience in a certain topic.
I don't know
So
nothing about me. I don't know nothing about me.
you gonna we gonna learn today. So that's why. So if you've ever said, "Hey, I want to come on," you probably have heard us say, "So what do you want to talk about?" And when you say, "It's whatever," you want to get a chance to come on.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Q. Intro.
Oh, I'm not really good with intros.
So tell us your name.
My name is Q. I'm 30 years old.
Where you from?
This is
Washington, D.C.
Hey, I leave that blank. I ain't got nothing to say. You got everything you need right
Where
there.
you from?
Age, name, where I'm from. My name is Q. I go by GQdaMood. Probably see me on Instagram, maybe TikTok somewhere. No, I'm just fine. Maybe. I don't know. From Washington, D.C. My podcast is GQdaMood. I talk about various things, mental health, motivation, being ambitious, just lifestyle, a little bit of everything. Trans talk, but we'll get into that pretty soon. But yeah, I talk about a little bit of everything.
Where can they find your podcast?
On Spotify and Anchor.
How long have you been doing it?
A couple months. It's probably been about, I ain't gonna push it too much, maybe like 2 months. I've been a little inconsistent, so it's okay. But
How do you feel about podcasting? Like, what are your likes and dislikes so far?
Me, I get social anxiety or just anxiety in general. Like I'll start something up, and once I see it like going really well, I was actually talking to one of my friends about this the other day. I see it going really well, I just get anxiety. I'm like, I think there's too much. I can't do this. So right now, like I've stopped just for a little bit, just so I can get myself back to my mental and like just getting back into it. So it's been a little bit rough, but I'm excited.
That's a trend between with our friends. Social anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of our friends say that they have that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is it us?
I don't think.
I don't think it's y'all.
I think
No.
we're the exception. No, but I will say, Q, about your podcast. I think that one thing you have to remember is that what you put out there, people are listening. And we had that conversation a little bit. You were telling me about different people that have reached out and said, "Yo, you've inspired me." So let that be your motivation to keep going, because I think that I've listened and I think that you make really good points. And it's sometimes it's Ramont has a podcast that he listens to that he put me on to, and you and this young lady are very similar in the way that you guys motivate and kind of push that positive mindset. Like I can listen to you on my way to work, and by the time I'm at work, I'm like, okay, I finished it. So it's not too long, not too drawn out, but you said some profound things that, you know what I'm saying, make me be like, damn, okay, I can win today. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say I understand, but at the same time, let that be your motivation. Let the people that are listening be your motivation to continue to go, because you're gonna get into those rough patches, but you're doing it with intent, and people are listening. So the expectation is that you deliver. It can be a little pressure, but at the same time, I mean, what you're doing it's authentic to who you are. So I'm not gonna say it's not hard, but it's not as hard. You know what I'm saying?
And don't, like, if like you're saying, like I put it out there and you're like, oh my God, like people are listening, how can I stay on top and keep the momentum going? Like kind of like separate yourself from that and just do it because it's a passion. It's something that you want to do. Like, look at it like a voice diary. Like, you're just sitting here talking, not worried. Don't consume yourself with numbers and other people, and am I saying the right thing?
Yeah.
Just as a voice diary is therapeutic to yourself, is something that you want to do, because once you start to worry about, am I impacting, am I doing this, that, and the third, you'll beat up on yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's going to be
It can
a
be,
downfall.
it can be like you said, it's like, oh my God, because I'm not,
Yeah.
No, I have seen it as like a journal or like a diary, like an audio diary. And now that I haven't been on it, I've kind of noticed a difference in just the way that I think. And I'm like, oh man, like maybe I do need to get back on there and talk to them. Like, hey, this is the issues I'm having. I'm sure that some of you guys are having the same issue. Like, this is how I deal with it. And maybe this is something that you can use to like help you push forward too in those times when you feel like,
and like Reese and I, like we have an ongoing note where if something happens or a thought pops up in our head, we go ahead and write it down right then and there.
Yeah.
Just so that we don't lose that particular thought or memory of what was going on when I thought this type of situation, just so you can trigger, so when you are ready to record again, you'll
exactly.
You have those moments of, okay, this is what,
I always know when Reese is out somewhere. And no start popping out. I said, this bitch child.
Because I would be like, And so like that was the whole. So I went to a little birthday function yesterday, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Happy New Year!" And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so tired of talking about happy." Like,
I'm surprised he didn't put it in notes.
I didn't because I was going to remember. So I was like, I don't even want him to ask him the question.
Because if you would have put it out, like, this bitch is out somewhere, and somebody told him Happy New Year.
Once a time. Okay, so that's what's up. You got a podcast. You're on social media. So what's you're on Instagram and Twitter? Is it?
Well, not Twitter. Instagram and TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. That's right. And is it GQmood for both? So
on TikTok is GQdaMood.
Oh.
Sometimes
is it all together?
It's all together.
Daddy, DADDY.
Yes.
1.
Yep.
And that's your TikTok.
That's my TikTok. And then on Instagram, it's the Mood GQ.
THE?
THEMOOD, the letter G and the letter Q.
So does Q stand for something? I always want to know, does Q stand for something, or is it just Q?
It's just Q or either my name, which is Quentin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Quentin.
The G stands for...
I've never known your first name.
Yeah. Hey.
This entire
There
time.
ain't that many Q names. What you mean you ain't know?
I just never knew. Because we always called you Q. So I've never cared to ask, like, well, what's his real name?
And you know what's weird?
I thought, like, on your license say Q. And he
or QUE.
Yeah, QUE. Yeah. I do spell it out like that too.
I think I did. So when I put you in my phone, because I had Q, my homegirl, I just put Q boy. So that's what it is in my phone. Q boy.
That's cute. Q girl, Q boy.
I didn't put her in. She's cute.
I met her too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Q is here because we wanted to have a conversation about trans. And I think that a lot of time, trans individuals.
Mine is like,
So we have
I got my own effects, I'm sorry.
Insert. We need a board. So a lot of times we have we hear a lot about the trans women, right?
The trans community in general.
Right. But you hear a lot from the trans women and their journey and all of that. Very rarely do you hear from trans men. Me. And so Q is a trans man. And I guess give us your definition of trans men, so people are clear as to what that is.
Well, my definition, I would say someone who was assigned female at birth and transitioned to male.
Okay.
But they didn't feel comfortable in their biological body. What the fuck am I talking about? Their body.
What they were born as.
Yeah, what they were born as.
Okay. And so I'm going to go back to when we met, just so we know where we came from. So we were working on a project back in the day.
He was my man.
So this is back in Horizon days.
Man.
The times. Horism, you can go to King Liam Presents on YouTube. Horism is in rotation. So Q came on as a love interest for my character, and I think we really vibed off top. Like when we met, it was just really like, okay, we got into it.
He's a genuinely good person.
Yeah. And so, you know, I will say that, I don't know if I'm gonna, well, I didn't already put it out there. So I always had, and Ramont knows this.
What's going on?
Not that I had an issue, but I always felt like when we were filming Horism, I always felt like all of my dates, I wasn't like attracted to them, right? I feel like Ramont always got the good dates.
Don't blame me. I'll call your director.
Oh my God. Hey.
Call your director.
I felt like and let me be very clear. My on screen my on screen dates weren't like right. What is it? Pieces of Reese? Is that my OnlyFans? I don't even know.
Yeah, I think that.
Oh my God.
I think that's what you called it.
It's Pieces of Reese. OnlyFans. Anyways, so when Q came on, I was like, oh, he's handsome, like he's tall. So I was like, okay, this is cool. And so we started getting to know each other. And I want to say that we had filmed and everything, and I won't say we lost touch. We had communication kind of fizzled out a little bit, but then we got back on, and then that's when you told me that you were trans. Like after, it wasn't during, so I never knew. And so then
I thought you knew already.
No.
I mean, it wasn't on set. It wasn't like it was a topic of discussion.
Because Will never told me.
Yeah.
I feel like you, and I was like, what? And so, again, for me, to this day, I look at Q, and again, I feel like sometimes
I still think you're lying.
and that's what it's been. I think from the very beginning, we've always had the conversation like, I can't tell. Like, I don't see it. So it's not real to me. I guess it's not like I look at you as
that's the part that's real because you don't see it.
Right. I just feel like I look at you and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this is my homie.
Yeah.
My homeboy.
I'm still different.
Right. Which, I mean, so talk about. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think he was about to saying I was asking him to tell his story.
Yeah. Like, what
was the process
How did
like?
you
What
get
was it
here?
like? Yeah.
How did you arrive here, sir?
When did you become Q?
Man, now that I like really think back, like back in the days, I had so many memories now that I can think about where I'm like, oh wow, like this was telling me like this is who you are, you know. I remember this one time in particular. I hate this story.
It sounds like it's good, Frank.
But it's good because it helped me know like, okay, something is really like not wrong, but you feel different about your body. My mom, you might be listening to this, but no shade. Anyways, we were going to go take some family pictures, and at this time, this was before I transitioned. I probably was about maybe 16, 17.
Okay.
And I had already told my mom how I felt and I wanted to transition, and she was fully against it in the beginning. She was fully against it. She was like, no, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna get out of my house. I don't want this, da-da-da-da. I'm just like, look, you know, this is who I am. This is what I'm gonna do. And when we were going to go take family pictures, she was like, oh, I really want you to just like, you know, wear a dress. I was like, girl, what? Like, a dress? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I haven't worn a skirt or anything like that before, but I was always very much a tomboy. Always.
Okay.
Heart, mind, body, soul, everything, just tomboy. And I don't even think I knew when I was like young. But she was like, yeah, I want you to wear a dress. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get this lady what she wants for this one little time. You know, after this, you know, this is it. You know, and my mind was just like, you know, made up. So she pulls out this dress. It's this like black, long, like witch looking dress to me, and I'm just like, at least it could be cute. You know what I'm saying? You got the cleavage hanging out, and let me tell you, y'all don't see nothing here today, but I was 40 double D.
Damn!
Yeah, them motherfuckers big Bertha, they was out there. Yeah.
Shut up!
Yeah.
Really?
So my back has a lot of relief. I'm good. Trust me, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know. That is one thing I didn't know.
That is a wow.
They was
And this is at 16, 17.
big.
Okay.
Okay, I don't even
You
know what
was
age
busted.
I'm coming in. But them bitches, Lord, look my back. But she pulls out the dress or whatever, and I'm looking at the dress. I don't like the dress. I put it on, and at this time I was starting to grow locks. So I got that little ugly stage. And you gonna look that up to see what
We
it
just
is.
have to see what size it is, because I mean you hear numbers. It's
the double letters for
the
me.
number, the letters are the cup size, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, don't give me. Look, I don't.
I want to say that the number
No,
is
no.
around. Like, is it the circumference? I've been drinking. No, the number goes around.
First of all,
all-
something to do with your back.
First of all, none of us here are equipped to talk about this, so let's just stop now.
Okay.
I'm
But
just
I know
like-
everybody else will look it up. That's why I looked it up. Everybody else was like,
Well, look, double D. Damn. That's all I heard.
But we went to the place, and you know the place in PG Mall where they used to take pictures at inside of PG Mall, or you know?
I'm from Baltimore, so I used to go to like
I'm from
I think it was like
Washington
Olin Mills or something like that,
okay.
or Sears or whatever
Yeah.
to get your pictures taken.
But for all my natives, and in DB, well, DC in particular, you know where it is. So we went in there. I got, and mind you, I got on these long witch heel boots that come up to like right here, right before my knee.
Okay.
Oh my God, I was so heated. So I'm walking, you know,
Wait.
I can't walk in heels, so I'm in there looking like Bambi, like, and then I'm pigeon toed, so I just look fucked all the way up. Like I look fucked up and had the nerve to have on like some little red lipstick. It was a 5 o'clock old shadow right there. You probably can't see in the picture because the flash was over. But
Wait, okay, so at that point.
oh, not y'all crying, y'all going out.
Wait, so hold
I think
on.
you should have told us the story before.
I didn't even get out. But so my question, okay, real quick. So you were 16, 17.
Yes.
And you had spoken to your mother about wanting to transition, but you're saying 5 o'clock shadow. So had you already started?
No, I always had that.
Even on the. Now, is it appropriate to say?
Even
is
on
it
the
female?
flip side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that offensive?
No.
To have conversation or be asked about the previous?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm different from everybody else. Some people may not want to talk about, you know, their previous experience and all that stuff. But me, I'm very open. I don't care.
Yeah, like,
Just don't play in my face. Just don't be like, girl. Unless we like in that time. You know. But don't be trying to be funny.
I do hear that. Particularly, you know, some trans people, they don't like to be called what their former name was, you know, and everything like that.
Or by that previous pronoun.
Exactly. They don't like that. And of course, you just respect it as it is. So.
You should respect it.
As
Okay, so the picture was taken.
So let me get to
Did you pose right? I mean, I know you couldn't walk. I know it was trouble getting there, but
I mean, I
when
was
you got
always,
on set,
I was
you
always
good?
a real photogenic person.
Okay.
Always.
Okay, so the pictures weren't lost.
Wait.
No, I was always photogenic.
I was always cute. That's what he just said. I was cute then and I'm cute now.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah. Maybe
And
not
when-
as a
I
girl,
wasn't-
but as a stud, like you. Well, that's a girl. But yeah, I was fine.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so I took my little pictures. I'm looking cute, whatever, I guess. And then we come out from taking pictures. This would drain me. This how I knew.
Oh, now would drain you.
Yeah, because I was already drained, but now I'm extra drained.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. So we walk out, and this guy, he's walking past. He's like, man, you look good. You know, I'm like, excuse me. So I'm like looking around, like, who are you talking to? Because he's like, oh, girl, you look good. And I'm like looking around, like, who the fuck is he talking to? So I'm like, you know, still walking with my mom. My mom like, oh, he's talking to you, like, you know, he wanna, you know, talk to you. I'm like, girl.
So is it you, your mother?
Yeah, it's me and my mom and my sister.
Okay, so your sister.
Yeah, so we all were together, and I'm just like, girl, I'm just gonna keep walking. So he's like, hey, excuse me, how you doing? And I was like,
I just want to see this walk. In these boots.
So I finally turned around, I'm like, you gay. And my mother was like, what you mean he gay? I was like, he gay, like, why you trying to talk to me? Like, I'm good. And like, keep walking. And he's looking like, bitch, what? Right then and there, I knew.
What?
Because I
What
felt
was
like,
your, I need a visual. What was your hair like?
it was in those little jerk, like not jerk curls. Oh my god, the little gel twists. But like they were like not done. I look fucked up. I'm gonna have to show y'all this picture.
I really want to see the picture.
Okay,
I do want to see the
I'll show
picture.
you the
Okay.
picture. I look fucked up. But
So do you feel like you looked more feminine or masculine at that time?
I felt like I looked more masculine in that time. Like I felt like I looked like a drag queen. Like to some people, they probably wouldn't understand like mentally like how I felt.
And that's what I'm saying. Is it
like
mental or was it physical? Like did you?
It was both.
Okay,
it was both.
for
Like
you.
I felt like a drag queen. Like I felt like a man just getting dressed up. You know what I'm saying? Put your titties on. You know, put your dress on, and then boom, take your pictures and bitch, I can fill out. That's how I felt.
Gotcha.
And then the setup was my mother said that she had changing clothes for me in the car. So I'm like rushing to get to the car because I can't wait to get there. You know what I'm saying? So I can take this shit off. And then she ain't got shit. She's like, oh, we gotta go out to dinner. Dinner?
I'm
like, oh.
You was mad the whole day.
I was mad the whole day.
Did you eat?
No.
Oh.
Well, maybe I did.
He was on strike. You hear me?
I was mad. But I think after that, I really knew. And even in third grade, I had a lot of experiences in third grade too. I used to mess around with some girls and, you know, have my little, you know.
Hold on, in third grade?
Yeah. I used to play daddy, you know, in the tea party and all that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I think I knew. It just took a little while for me to get the courage to actually say it.
So at what point did you start the
The
transition process, and what was entailed? You don't have to give like full detail if you don't want to. You can give like this was the first step, this was the next step, this was the next step.
Well, for me, I think I started when I was about 18,
Okay.
going on 19 years old. That's when I started
So
to medically transition. So I started with my hormones. I can't remember how long that process was, like how long it takes to get there, to get it. But it took a while because I remember I was pissed. I started off trying to like.
You know, instant.
Okay. You gotta be quicker than that. So I remember the first time I had I got a prescription, went to the doctor. Well, I went to the office to, you know, drop it off. And they was like, oh, okay, we can give you the medicine, whoop, and I was supposed to get patches. So when I got the patches, I didn't even get the patches, matter of fact. I didn't get it because my insurance didn't cover it. So I was irritated. So I'm like, damn, I went through all these steps. So I had to figure out how to get it covered by my insurance. But
Patches, what do they do?
they
Instead
like
of take a pill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
And
instead
then
of
everybody say pill. It's not no pill. Only on the MTF side, there's pills.
Explain it.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure I know.
Yeah, but the female to male is only injections.
Look,
That's interesting.
wait, say that again.
It's only injections
For female to male.
Yeah.
But male to female.
You take a
There's
pill.
pills and injections.
So it's like
it's like
is it the estrogen pill that the male to female would take?
Mm-hmm.
So for testosterone, it's injection or patches.
Yeah, patches or gel too.
Gel?
Yeah, and I heard that they have a different type now.
What
It's
you do
like
with gel?
it's like a pump that goes
A
like in
pump?
your mouth.
Like
it's
an
a
inhaler?
lot going on. Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Reese, look this up.
Okay, I'm like,
So when you say gel, what did they do with the gel? Like
with the gel, it just absorbs in your skin.
So did you put it on like a lotion type of?
Well, not a lotion in particular because you don't want to put it all over your body. You just want to put it in one area that's going to be covered. So you would say like your arm, maybe your stomach, or a place like on your back.
Okay.
Let it dry. You got to make sure nobody touches you and all that because
Until it dries
yeah.
up. Okay. I mean, when I put on my lotions, you don't touch me.
It's a hormone therapy.
Hormone therapy.
I want to know how you got your beard because
Genetics and testosterone.
Because I ain't got this.
You got more than I do, and when I do, my little
Well,
that
no,
comes
you can get a goatee. I can't get
barely.
that. I can't get that.
It's a little shaky right here.
Yeah.
I've been growing this for about 10 years, and this is the length it's been. You hear me? This is the length. I done cut it off and grow back. This is it. It ain't getting no longer.
When people ask me that question, I always tell them it's really based on your genetics. Even when it comes
my
down
father
to
did.
me taking
Neither
testosterone, like a person that was assigned female at birth, is no difference for me.
But the testosterone in your system coming from your father would be. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so you started the transition at, you said 18 going on 19.
yeah.
But, okay, so I want to know about the mental. Like you said,
Did you have to go through therapy?
For me, not necessarily. I just went just for my own good because I had a lot of things going on in the home and just how I felt.
Okay.
And then I wanted to know just a little bit more information, get some resources and things like that. So I decided to go on my own.
That's good.
But
Very good.
in different states, you do have to go. Like, it's a requirement.
Yeah, I've heard it, only because I've heard it. I don't know if it's a requirement now, but I've known the people like they have to go through therapy. Like,
Right, before they get prescribed.
in order to continue on the medication, you have to continue to go through therapy as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said going back to third grade, and I'm not trying to go. I just want to make sure I'm trying to wrap my head around everything. So back in third grade, you said you know the tea parties you played the dad that so it was a natural thing for you.
Yeah.
So you always kind of had a
What did you play at tea
naturally
parties?
masculine. I didn't play tea party.
What you play?
You tried that. You
I
tried
get it.
that. I did. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, my mom.
I played that too.
I didn't do any
You
of
didn't
that.
play
I
house?
wasn't good.
You didn't have play house.
Yes.
You are lying. You was the maid.
The maid.
Not the hell.
You tried that.
I mean,
No. No, I don't even remember. I know that we played house, but I played dad. Yeah. But so you always felt a sense of masculinity within, I guess. Okay, so then we're at 16. Well, no, so you said 18, 19. So then you're taking. We talked about gels. We talked about pills and patches. What did you actually do?
Injections.
You did injections. Okay, so that was to do what?
Basically to help see what you got today. Voice. It helps. Well, drops your voice. Not everybody sounds like this. Some people sound deeper than me. Some people sound like.
But there's no like. I want this level.
No.
It is just what it is.
You get what you get.
Whatever comes out, comes out.
It's genetics, like just like you guys. Like, it's the same thing.
So let me ask you this:
That's interesting.
was your voice much higher?
And you know what?
Or were you always talking about your voice?
I used to play with my voice a lot, so I don't know.
Okay,
I can see that.
I used to be on the chat line like, yeah, this Mark.
come on, Mark.
I did. I'm trying to tell you, and my cousin used to do it all the time. But what was I about to say? Y'all made me forget what I was about to say.
No, we were talking about the voice. Like, I was asking if your voice was much higher before.
No, not really. I think it was pretty much in between.
And I'm not being, but my niece has a very raspy voice.
Come on, Jasmine Sullivan.
She does. She has a very like. You be like, girl, cough and get all that out. And no,
and now
that's
that
just
I
her
think,
voice.
like, I can't even remember what it even sound like back then because I've been doing it for so long. Like,
Right.
I've been transitioning for over 10 years now.
So you're not fully transitioned.
What's that?
Okay, I'm asking.
No, okay.
What,
so
what
when
is it
people
for?
say fully transition,
It's
I
whatever
just
you
like-
interpret.
Yeah,
And that's what I was
right.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for me, I'm fully transitioned right
Okay.
now. I feel complete. I feel like I'm good.
Okay.
Now when some people say fully transitioned, they mean like, oh, have you had top surgery, bottom surgery, you got a dick, basically.
Top is removing of the
You
breast.
removed them double D's.
Child.
Well, clearly.
Well, clearly.
I get the shit now. I'm good.
So at what point did you do that?
I think it was like maybe 3 or 4 years into my transition. So
So
it
like
was a
this is early on.
Yeah.
And what was that like? What mentally? What was that like?
It felt so good.
Okay.
I remember the first memory. It felt so good when I was able to like
Rolling of
really
the eye
take.
gave me all of that.
It felt amazing. I would never forget it. It was great.
That's deep.
The first time like I was able to take the bandages off and I was able to like really see my chest. I didn't like it when I first turned.
You didn't like what?
It was the scars, the way that it looked. I just didn't like it. I was kind of upset because I felt like it was a little uneven. But the first time I was able to like get in the shower, because you can't take a shower, you can't, really scrub yourself in those areas because it's really sensitive.
So you take a whole
and it's
bath?
also it was real
That's so
gross because
hard.
I'm used to like washing my ass.
Right.
So yeah, but when I was able to take the bandages off and I was able to really get in the shower and to feel like the water like hit my chest, it felt so good.
Wow.
And it felt very different for a piece of fabric to just be on my skin without anything under it, like a bra. Wearing a binder. A binder is basically like a compression shirt that looks like a wife beater, and it's very, very tight. And that's what we wear to compress our chest when we compress.
Okay.
So it kind of camouflages what you have there and gives
So
you.
you used to shower with that? I'm confused.
No.
Where
are you at?
I missed it.
You
He
did.
said it was very. He said when you said it was like different to feel the water on your chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's after I took
When
the
he
medicine.
healed.
Yeah, when I
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Talk to me.
You drinking too much.
I was in my phone.
Talk to me,
too.
kid.
I was.
Because he all lost. Stay over there.
I was. Somebody else was with me. Somebody was like, "Wait, I'm a little confused." We cleared it up in them.
Okay.
Okay.
Schizophrenic. Okay.
So okay, that was early 20s.
Yeah.
So then, Q, I don't. Do you discuss what your name was then?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
And for some people, that may be like a real no-go. Some people are okay, but talking about their old name, dead name, previous name.
And you're one thing.
And me, I'm just like,
No.
Do you call it a dead name?
I don't even know what that name is.
So okay, no. So this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
I've watched different reality series on YouTube, and when I first heard the first time I heard dead name was actually probably last year, and I was just like, wow, that's really intense, like dead, like. So
I don't think that it's dead to me, honestly, because I feel like it's for that part of me is always going to be a part of me.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
And again, I'm not knocking anybody because I can't dictate to
Yeah.
anyone else how they feel, but I just feel like dead is like, that's so final. But then I guess for some people that is exactly what it is. Like, this chapter of my life is done.
Yeah.
So you feel like...
It is intense.
I feel like it's always going to be a part of me.
Okay.
No matter what you do, how many surgeries you get, that's always going to be a part of who you are. And I had to come to like really appreciate that part of me. And even the experiences that I've been through, whether it's been good or bad, it helps me understand everybody on a different like perspective.
So you kind of, and I don't want to sound funny, and if it's offensive, let me know. You kind of experienced both sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
to a certain extent, yeah.
yeah. That ain't something everybody get.
And some guys are like, "Oh, you understand girls better?" No, I really don't.
Because you've always had a male
part of my life I
mentality.
didn't live as a woman, so I really don't know certain things that women go through or they've been through because I haven't been through that whole.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see
So I
that.
have a question, and I don't know the whole period thing. Is that the right word?
Menstrual cycle.
Menstrual
Yeah.
period, red Elmo.
So, like,
Do you still experience that?
No, I
Okay.
do not. With
Is
the
that-
hormones, it stops that.
Okay.
I'm sure
Yeah,
a lot of women are like, huh?
Girl, unless you want facial hair, your voice can be like mine, girl. All right.
look, don't do it.
Don't do it. Woman's got it.
Wear that options like,
Look, we can shave it. You can just shave it off.
or you can just tie them tubes and get a hysterectomy and you're good to go. But you don't want all that.
Okay,
That's a
so
lot. Unless it's necessary, that's a lot.
Yeah.
so now your pronouns are he, him, his.
Yep.
Okay, so then like in your dating world, are you single?
Single.
Okay, so you're single now. Do you date men? Do you date women? Like
I
what's
date
that?
men and women. And I'm gonna break it down just a little bit.
Okay.
Because when people say men and women, they like, oh, okay, just a cisgender woman, cisgender man, which means people,
Okay.
either male or woman that was born male or woman.
He date the assigned sex.
Yeah, assigned sex. Thank
You're welcome.
you, friend.
Yeah. No, I just because
I told you I was gonna have all the proper terms.
This is
and
what they
shit.
say.
this is a new. No, I know what it is. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it's a new. Like that's a new thing, right?
No.
I feel like it just.
Cisgender,
Well, maybe it's always been there.
People
I just
started to use cisgender, like for me, it came up maybe in the last 2 years
Right.
when they start to break down like allies within the LGBTQ community and how and what that
LGBTQ plus.
and then the other letters and symbols, just so you could understand how people identify. So that's when they would say they would put cisgendered in front of it, so you can understand. Okay,
This person was
like
born
I'm a
Cisgendered
cisgendered gay male,
Yeah.
so they know that I was a assigned man and I'm still man now,
You okay?
allegedly.
Oh. I didn't have it.
Right.
I'm so
I'm just looking for clarification. This episode is very like, let's be clear. Who's doing what? But your pronouns are he, him, and his.
They are.
Okay. Got you.
What about yours?
They, them, and theirs.
He's alright.
He gets on my nerves.
Is that right?
He gets on my nerves.
No, it's
Yes.
not right.
It is.
No, I'm just like.
They are. Look at yes, they are right, Frank.
Don't put me in a box.
Yes, Frank. Noted.
All of it.
Noted.
So okay.
So you date cisgendered male or female?
I date everybody.
Okay.
That's including
Sexually fluid.
Yeah, sexually fluid. You know what I'm saying? OTA, open everything.
What's LTA?
LTA.
No,
Oh, okay.
OTA. Open to all.
Oh.
What's that one?
No, that's the new
That's
one.
ballroom terms.
Oh, okay. Okay. Open to all.
Yes, open to all. Not you putting that in your notes.
Because I want to know.
So that means I would date a cisgender woman, cisgender male, gay man, not straight, of course. No.
You would not date a straight man. A cis-
Why?
Well, he
Well,
couldn't.
that's
Technically, he couldn't.
Gay.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Where you at?
Sorry.
Yeah, I told you he can't.
Because you said open to all. That's.
Trans man, trans woman, and yeah, whatever. I'm
Do you have
open.
a preference?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm
Love is
bi.
love.
I identify myself as bi.
That was my next
Some
question.
people would say pansexual, but I look at men and women the same. I don't care if you're trans or not.
What is pan?
Same.
Sexual. Jesus.
I'm about to get into all of that.
I feel like it's important just because if I'm asking, somebody else is wondering too. But go ahead.
Pansexual that's another one where it depends
Not
on the
limited
person.
in sexual choice with regard to biological sex,
And
gender,
it-
or gender identity.
And it is then, of course, broken down to the person itself.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So somebody would identify me as pansexual, but I just identify as bisexual. I'm very simple. Man, woman. Period.
Okay. Okay.
Whether you trans or not, I don't care.
So when dating, do you feel like, is there a time or a space where you feel like it's necessary that you advise said individual of your what's the right word?
My transness.
Transness.
Or how you identify. Like,
Yeah.
No. No,
Okay.
not at all.
You just want the time is right?
Mhm.
You say? Okay.
Yeah, when time is right. Well, it's not no right time per se.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of prompt questions. I do prompt questions just to see how you feel and what you think mentally, especially about the LGBT, and then that'll kind of let me know like where you fall. And I'm like, this not gonna work. I'm good.
Gotcha.
So from my recollection of conversations that we've had, there's a particular type of guy that you like, type of male that you date.
What's that?
I knew that would happen. That wasn't planned, but I know my friend.
Over the time, it's kind of changed. Over time, it kind of changed.
He's gonna flip the script on me, y'all. Look, I done set it up and it's like, no, that's not even
Let's not look anymore. Yeah.
I changed. I evolved.
I'm a new man, okay? New T, new me. No, for real. It's kind of changed though. It's a little bit up and down. I want somebody that is, they are masculine, they present masculine, but they also have a feminine side to them. Because me, I'm a natural, besides what y'all see right now, it's because I'm comfortable with friends. Don't judge me when I'm in a relationship. I'm like, ugh. But
That's you.
I'm not.
You're very aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Do you remember my TV?
Right.
Oh my God, here they go. Anyways,
We're not gonna talk about it.
anyways,
But you're the man.
yeah, I like my guy with a little bit of, zest, just a little zest.
Femininity,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Because I think that was, not that, I don't think that I was ever trying to date Q. I think that there was an attraction there, but when he told me that,
I just
was
never
like,
believed him.
well, that too. Like, I was like, he playing it. He's looking for a storyline, bitch. There ain't no reality show. You ain't got to play with it.
I'm
You ain't play
like,
with us. No, but when he told me, I was like, oh, okay. So to me, I look at it from the perspective of it made sense because obviously you're a man, you would be society would say that you would be attracted to
Women.
a woman,
Yeah.
but if you're attracted to a man, there would be a level of femininity. So that, it made sense to me. I wasn't feminine enough.
I didn't believe him because of what I've grown up on, what I've been around, what I've seen. I'm just like, no. And I personally have never seen a trans man. I've seen trans women and everything like that.
Right.
So I'm just like,
Even
just say he gay. Like, I don't want to say everybody got a lot of us.
right. Every time.
I thought I was straight. Damn.
You
No,
I'm
we're
just
saying.
like,
That's exactly what it was.
you were, I was just like, no.
I don't think that any of us were.
It was the facial hair. It was the deep voice for me. It was just
The
so
mannerism.
much. Right. I'm just like, no.
I feel like I said, even when me and Q, like when we talk, when we hang out, I just be like, and I will be honest, sometimes I'm looking, I'm like, okay, let me see if I see,
And you can't see.
like, a femininity in you. Like, like visually. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, okay, I should be able to tell. In my opinion. I can't. Like, I'm looking, I'm like, no.
Like,
And maybe it is a visual. And like I said,
Yeah.
when we first met and he told me, I was like, wait, you got way more facial hair than I have.
Right.
And I'm a whole cisgendered male. We use the proper term.
Yes, we are, friend. Go ahead, friend.
Wait, am I cisgendered male even though I'm them, they, and theirs?
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
I'm not them, they,
all
theirs.
that.
Cisgender is
being
just
serious.
your sex that you
Gotcha.
decide. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Cisgender male.
So what would you want like the masses to like if you could say, hey, this is a message, if you will, for the people about trans men. And I know that you can only speak from your perspective, but what message would you put out there as far as the way that they view or the way that they treat you or any of that? Like, is there anything that you would say, hey, like, I think for an example, with gay men, I feel like don't have an expectation that a gay man is what you see on television, right? Because I feel like reality, and I think we've had this conversation, reality TV and even scripted, movies and things, gay men are looked at as very feminine and very flamboyant and all of that. Don't have that expectation of us because we're very different. Like, I can be flamboyant if I want to. I can be very feminine acting if I want to, but at the same time, I'm not all the time. You know what I mean? So accept me and receive me in the way that I am versus having an expectation that I'm this way or looking at grouping all gay men together. Right. So is there a message or anything that you would put out to the world to say, look?
I would just say don't put us all in a box because all of us are different. Like basically, like you said, we all are different. What a lot of people when they see me, they just expect this like ultra masculine dude that's supposed to be yah and rah rah. And I'm very gentle. I'm very emotional and sensitive at times. Don't get me like that.
I don't know about gentle.
Emotional,
Gentle.
I am gentle. I'm very gentle, very soft-spoken person. Sometimes I can be a little standoffish at times too. But I'm a person at the end of the day, and I'm human. So don't put me in a box like everybody else or any other trans man. Because some things that they may not want to vocalize, I may be that person to be like, hey, look, I'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Just like right now. And I've had plenty of opportunities to talk on different platforms. And the only reason I don't do it is because I feel like I can't be myself. And I have to talk about the different terms and what this is and what that is. And I'm like, look, I'm just me. I don't know this and that and the right, correct terms. I'm just myself. Don't put me in a box as everybody else and try to conform me into just one thing. That's not me. So don't put people in a box. Just let them be themselves. And that's the best way for you to get to really know who they are and get to see the true them.
And I'm gonna ask my favorite question because I asked it off camera and I'm gonna ask it on camera.
I have a question.
Within the past few years with Black Lives Matter and the brutality against Black men. Is there any time that you either, I don't want to say regret, because I know that's not it, but for lack of better terms, do you second guess becoming a Black man in America, looking at the state of how America is now and what has been seen and, you know, fear of getting pulled over by the police and everything like that and so forth? Like, is there any thoughts or?
I would never regret it. What I think that I bring is a different aspect, and there's different things that I've seen with men, especially like masculinity. This is one time in particular, my grandmother, she had just passed, and me and my mom, we went down to Anacostia Park, and it's like, you know, our little thing for Sunday or whatever. And I'm just gonna give a prime example. So this guy, he was down there, one of my mom's like friends, whatever. And there was a lot of us down there eating crabs, having a good time. And for some reason, I could just feel this energy from this guy that, you know, he was having a hard time, something was wrong, but he wasn't going to speak about it. He looked like he wanted to cry. He was really like, you know, in a vulnerable moment. And I'm like, dude, you know, like, if you having a hard time or something's going on, like, talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? What's going on? And he's a grown man. He's older than me. And like I said, I'm 30. You know, I know. But you know, he's a grown man. And for that moment, like, I really felt something was going on. Something was wrong with his spirit. And he talked to me. And he was saying that his son had passed away. You know, he was trying to stay, you know, strong. And man, I'm not with that crying shit. And I'm like, dude, like, at the end of the day, you human. You know what I'm saying? You can have feelings. You can have emotions. Express it. It's okay to be vulnerable.
Right.
And that's what made me know, like, I don't care. I wouldn't choose anything. I would be exactly who I am. Because it shows other men, like, there's guys out there just like you too. Regardless if you're emotional, you may not be emotional, but there's a lot of things that I've seen living my life as a man that I'm like, I wouldn't think that I would ever come across.
Have you ever got into an argument with a cisgendered man about right, I didn't finish the question.
I know I'm from
about like being a real man, you know, and I say this when cisgendered females argue with a trans woman, they'll tell them you're not a real woman. You know what I mean? So have you ever had that conversation with a cisgendered man?
Oh yeah, it was actually very recent. It was a couple, maybe like 2 years ago.
You ready to fight for me?
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
I mean, look,
No, not you.
because
Both of y'all ready to fight?
like, I'm very protective of how I am about my friends.
Oh yeah. It was a serious situation. I'm not going to go into too many details, but it has something to do with one of my family members, which is a female, and it was another male that she was dealing with, and she called me. She was crying. She was very upset. I'm a protective person.
Right.
Period. I don't care, male, female, whatever. I've always been that way. She called me. I come to her rescue, as a man should do. And I went there, and you know, the guy, he got guns out. He doing all this other stuff. And I'm not no thug. I ain't no gangster. I don't even own a gun. Now I've shot one, maybe once. Okay, at the gun range, not outside. So I went, and he knows exactly who I am. He knows I'm a trans man, and of course, this person that he got into an altercation with is very close to me. And actually, we're siblings. Let's just be real, we're siblings. So I went there. He got guns out and all this. I'm like, dude, put the gun down and we can fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I came for. That's what I came for. Like, give me my one, I'm gonna give you your one, and whoever wins, that's it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but at the end of the day, it's respect. Like, don't put your hands on no female. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? You can be my dad. If you put your hands on my mom, we got an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not supposed to be doing that. That's just the bottom line. I don't care who you are. You can be gay, whatever. Don't do it. You know, so I stepped up to him, and you know, he's feeling some type of way, whatever. And at the end of the day, he didn't put the gun down. So he goes to say, oh yeah, you know, he was born a girl, this and that. I was like, that's only pussy shit. That's pussy shit that niggas do. You know what I'm saying? That's pussy nigga shit. But you wouldn't put your gun down to come fight me though. You know what I'm saying?
Because he was scared.
You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't put your gun down to fight me, but you saying all this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that lets me know that sometimes people, they look at us like we may be
inferior.
Yeah, too. So I'm like, man, it is what it is.
But he won't put his
But
gun
yeah, but you won't put that gun down. And I still stand, nigga. What's up?
We don't have to get out.
I'm sorry.
We don't?
I don't use that word. Like, I try not to.
I think I said it.
My bad. I shouldn't have said that.
It's okay.
No, I get it.
Let's scratch that. Burlap.
So do you find that, and this is one of those questions that I don't know. Do you find that sometimes you find men, I'm assuming men, but maybe even women, that fetishize.
Go ahead, Frank.
That
We
is
got
fine.
you.
Yeah, that is
You
fine.
got it.
About, like, if you reveal that you're a trans
Yes.
man, they're like, ooh, like, I want to try something different. Like, have you had those experiences? And if you have, how do you handle that?
I've had those experiences, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But now I don't take it. I don't take it personal anymore.
Okay.
I used to. Like, oh, maybe they like, tranny chasers, this and that. This whole
That's a thing.
thing.
Okay.
But now I think just let me see how I want to say this. I don't want to say now, but how I look. Fuck it. That's what I'm saying. But just looking at just my aesthetics and the way that I do look, some people, they probably would never believe it. So when they do find out, it's like a surprise to them. It's something that's very intriguing to them, which I can understand. So I don't really take it personal anymore. I'm just like, okay, it is what it is.
Do you have a lot of non-believers?
Huh?
Do you have a lot of non-believers?
They might be out there.
No, I'm saying people that you interacted with, they're just like, I just don't. Because me and Q, we've been friends. Look, Horism came out
Years ago.
Yeah, I can't even remember.
King Liam Presents on YouTube. You can go back. It's been a while. But again, to this day, looking at you right now, I can't see, and I'm not being funny, but I'm being funny, but I'm not being funny. And I feel like because we're friends, you'll receive this. I don't see Kiana, right? Like, I see Q, my homeboy. Like, I don't see a feminine, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see that. So I'm just like, okay, to me, you would have to reveal it and then potentially deal with people being like, oh, well, I want to experience that.
We ain't even about to deal with that in the beginning.
Okay.
Because once I see the way that your mind is set up, that lets me know everything I need to know.
Okay.
So I'm not even going to take it that far. Now,
Gotcha.
you got to keep asking me like, oh, are you serious? Oh, you for real? Like, oh, girl, this, or you start to misgender me, then I just know.
You have people that...
I've been at a club once where I'm out with my friends having a good time. And when you can feel somebody like looking at you or staring at you, you tend to look that way and they're like right in your face. You're like, damn girl, what?
What do you want?
Yeah.
Right?
So this dude, he comes over, I guess he was talking to somebody, and I'm in ballroom. I've, been in ballroom since like 2012. That's a whole nother topic. But so a lot of people, they know you from either that scene or wherever you go out, whatever, and your friends. So he comes over and I'm dancing, having a good time, and he comes over. He's like, he was like, you a girl? I was like, are you?
Wow.
That is
Right.
very rude.
And I knew it had to be somebody that told him,
right.
my tea. And me, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But for you to have that type of reaction and come up to me and ask that question, it's like, bitch, are you playing with me? Like, I should just punch you dead in your shit now. You know?
Aggressive.
You know what I'm saying? It's either gentle or just,
There's no medium.
Yeah, it's no gray area with me. It's either nice or mean as hell. Sour Patch, period.
I always got the sweet side until my TV out.
Yeah, but I just couldn't believe that though. He was like, "Oh, you a girl? Like, are you? Like, what?
Right.
Are you serious?" So I've had people try it, but I tried right back. That's okay. But I've had it happen though. I'm sorry.
Oh, this was good.
Absolutely. Like, I feel like I've learned
We
so
gotta come back
much.
for part 2.
But I was gonna say, I feel like there's got to be.
I'm with it.
I mean, there's more. Like, I feel like we've
Of
touched
course, there's more.
into it, and again, I want to just stress that the conversation is clearly about Q's experience and the way that he processes and navigates through this. Like, I don't want anyone to take this conversation as a means of this is all transmitted. This is this transmitted.
To our heterosexual friends.
Right.
And some of our gay listeners.
Yeah. Like,
Please do not approach trans people and after listening to this podcast and think that you know something.
Right.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, this is your experience, and I will say this: I greatly appreciate because little, I guess, piece like Q was supposed to be our first episode of 2021.
Yeah.
But Q be playing in our face.
But I'm here though. I'm here,
Because
right?
niggas ain't shit.
I guess you use that
Yes,
word. No, but I appreciate. I want to say I thank you for like just being vulnerable and
Absolutely.
open to just answering the questions. And I think that what I'll say is this: if you guys have questions, thoughts, concerns, or anything that comes up based on this conversation, let us know. Comment, send us an email or whatnot.
If
And
need be, we'll bring you back on.
and
Yeah.
you can bring Q back and check in and just answer those questions and just kind of open it up some more. I think that it's dope again to have the perspective and just the understanding of where you come from, and it opened my mind. Like when we've had our real one-on-one conversations, I'm just like, because my thing is I never wanted to be disrespectful and I never wanted to do any of that. So I think that, and I was able to be just very vulnerable and say maybe some fucked up shit that you were just like, okay, no, that's not cool, or that doesn't work for me. And for me, I'm like, okay, cool.
Definitely check me.
Yeah, let me know.
Definitely check me.
Yeah, let me know so I'm not out here talking crazy. So that was the intent of this episode, is just to listen to one person's experience and take from it and be a better person. But again, question, comment, thoughts, all of that. We are open to that, and I feel
The
like
OTA open to all.
OTA. Come on, man.
See, they're taking my shit. They're taking my shit. Hashtag OTA.
So thank you so much. Sincerely, thank you for coming through and having the conversation.
Thank you for having me, yo.
I feel like we'll definitely have to do a follow-up just to, again, navigate through what we didn't touch on.
Yes.
Whatever that is.
I got some places.
Oh. All right, y'all.
Well, thank you guys for listening. Comment, subscribe. Look, on YouTube, if you're watching us, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button.
Like it.
Get our numbers.
Please
Like
share
it. Leave a comment. We respond to all comments. You know what I'm saying? We come together and we say, okay, what you want to say? What you want to say to this?
Reese works in customer service. I don't.
Please no, my friend.
Y'all need to be stopped, for real.
No, it's real. Like, in real life. I'm clearly customer service and Ramont is not.
All right, y'all.
Thanks so much for listening.
Bye, friends.
Hey guys, it's your boy Ramont.
And I'm Reese. Check us out at A Little R&R Podcast.
You can find us on Apple, Spotify, and all your podcast streaming services.